Hi, this is Tara for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the Astrology Report for August 3rd through August 9th. So, Wednesday, the Sun and Neptune are going to be in a transit that could be bringing out some worries, some fears, some doubts. They're going to try to kind of muscle in on your determination and your confidence. They're going to try to distract you. Don't let them do it, okay? Remember, and this is something important to remember throughout the entire week, you've got a very bright, very powerful Leo sun, okay? Yes, Leo is dramatic, so it kind of intensifies everything a little bit, but it's also very happy energy, and you can use that energy for yourself. So when you start feeling like, you know, oh, you're worried about stuff, I mean, really, what's the point of it? Worrying about something isn't going to change it. What is going to change it is if you are being positive about it and say, okay, here's what I'm afraid might happen, so here's what I'm going to do to make sure that that doesn't happen. Okay? That's the best use of this energy. Use that Leo sun to enhance your personal power and push those sabotaging thoughts out of your mind and replace them with more productive thoughts. If you have a worry, if you have a doubt, think about it. Figure out why it's happening, and then what you personally are going to do to change it, because that's the only thing that you can change is yourself and how you think, and then everything else kind of falls into place. Okay, so that's important to remember for Wednesday. On Thursday, Mars and Pluto are going to be in a semi-square, and that's going to make everything is going to be about control and who has it and who doesn't. Okay, this influence it kind of brings an underlying tension where determination and optimism that anything is possible is kind of in conflict with a whatever's going to happen is going to happen kind of an attitude. You know, it's kind of like what will be, or what will be is what you want it to be because you're going to put the effort behind it and make that happen. Okay? That's the kind of tension that you're going to be feeling all day long. Okay? It's important to remember that no matter how things appear, okay, we all have the exact same measure of control over our lives. A lot of times it feels, and this energy is going to bring that out, where you're kind of like a victim of circumstance, or you know, you just have to go along with others that are in you know, more controlling, appear to be in a more controlling position. You don't, okay? You have just as much power as everybody else is. So the question you have to ask yourself is, are you going to give yours away? Or are you going to fight to retain what is rightfully yours? Okay? It's also important to remember that on Thursday, everyone is going to be feeling very territorial because everybody's feeling that same stress. So you want to be cautious in how you approach, your approach and your demeanor with others. You don't want to feel threatened, and you don't want to be a threat to anybody else, okay? Remember, there's plenty for everyone. A lot of times this kind of tension, it arises from it's either me or them. It doesn't have to be that way. We can all get what we need and what we want, and that's really how the energy is supposed to work. So if you keep that in mind, this can actually be a really positive transit that you can use to learn how to exert your own control over situations and learn how to make things work in your favor instead of just sitting back and letting things happen. On Friday, you're going to be wondering how one tiny little planet can be so disruptive, okay? And that is Pluto. It packs a lot of punch in the influence department, okay? So when it's kind of making its presence known in the sky, it plays a very significant role during its transits with the other planets. Maybe it's because it's the planet of regeneration. It's basically the planet of life and death. And I mean, really, those are probably some of the most intense, you know, situations that there are out there, okay? During this particular transit, matters of the heart are going to be your focus, okay? Because Venus is involved. So And there's also going to be a particular emphasis on emotional pain. Old heartbreaks, betrayals, those kinds of things could be on your mind. They could just kind of come out of nowhere and blindside you. This is the kind of energy where stuff you thought was dead kind of comes back and says, hey, wait a minute, I'm still here. All right? When they arise, this is an opportunity for you to see things in a new light. Okay? Here's where the regenerative part comes in. Okay? Don't just look at it and feel all that same old pain and hurt. Look at things in a different way, because especially from the past, what happened then and where you are now, they're two different things. And a lot of times facing those fears from the past, or those things that happened to you in the past, you see, it gives you that ability to see things in a different light. And then it helps you to get past them once and for all. And in particular, if nothing else, the thing to keep in mind here is that each one of us carries one of the greatest strengths in the world, and that is the ability to forgive. And that's what you want to employ today. Forgiveness is huge. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and once you do that, you're going to be feeling a whole lot better. Not just today, or not just on Friday, but going forward. Okay, forgiveness can change everything. And that's what this transit is really all about. That's why all of this stuff is coming up. Okay, on Saturday, Mercury and Uranus, they are going to be producing. You're going to be producing an abundance of ideas. Okay, you got the planet of thought and the planet of I like to call it disruption, because that's what Uranus likes to do, but it's a pleasant disruption. You want to pay attention if you want to hold on to them, okay? Because things are going to be moving quickly. Your thoughts and your ideas are going to be coming quickly. You want to be paying attention, especially when Mercury and Saturn go into a square, because then it's going to be very easy to miss important details. And Saturn is all about the details, so you don't want to dismiss those or let them get past you without you taking notice of them. Take your time today. Whatever it is that you're doing, get it right the first time. That's going to work in your favor. Okay? Don't just rush through it. Uranus always wants to make you like, move ahead. Don't do that. Use your energy, slow things down, take your time, and it will, then all those ideas that you have, you're going to be able to put them to good use with the benefit of Saturn. Then Venus and Mars, they are also in a square, and that's going to push you to be very proactive about everything in your life, okay? Energy keeps moving, the world keeps moving, and you need to move with it. So, this isn't the day to sit back and feel comfortable, because you could be missing out on really good opportunities for improvement in your life, and to move forward in your life. So just, know that it's a good day to be active and to be doing things. Even if there is a little bit of tension in the air, just keep going, keep a positive thought, use those ideas that you're having, and you could make some real progress today. On Sunday, the Sun and Pluto, they are going to make it very clear that if you want things to change, you're going to have to be the one to do it, okay? You may notice as I'm talking about the week, there's kind of an overall theme this week, and a lot of it is about your ability to make things happen. And I think Sunday really drives that home. You can't just sit back and wait. If you want something in your life to change, now is the time to do something about it. Okay? Dreams and wishes and hopes, they're great, they're important, they're vital things. They can get you started, but you need more to make them reality, because that's where we live. We live in a world of reality. You have the power and the ability to make anything happen for yourself. You just have to put the work in, and this is good energy to make that very clear to you and help you get started. On Monday, Mercury and the Moon, they're going to help you to, they're kind of moving that whatever you got started on Sunday, Mercury and the Moon are going to help you keep it rolling on Monday, because they're going to help you draw on your present resources and any past experience and memories for inspiration. A lot of times, that's one of the good things about history, is that there's a lot to be learned from it, whether it's a global history or a personal history. Now's the time to look back and see what's there that you could use that can help you move forward, okay? This is a good time you could share very easily and honestly with others during this influence, but you are going to be very caught up in your own mind. So you might kind of have the tendency to be a little introverted and kind of keep to yourself. Try to avoid that if you can. It is really a good time to be social and to get out there, because that's how you're going to find resources other than yourself. We have a lot of power within us, but that's never enough. You've got a whole world full of influence, a whole world full of energy, and you want to tap into that and use that. And this is an opportunity to see what else is out there that can help you to make your dreams come true, and also how you can help others to do the same thing. So try to be a little bit sociable on Monday, even if you have to push yourself a little bit. Finally, Tuesday. We have Uranus back again with its chaotic nature. And what it's going to do today is it's going to be revealing things, whether we're ready for them or not. It's in a transit with Chiron, and Chiron is all about healing, but not always the most direct, easy method of healing. It's kind of indirect healing when you're dealing with that energy. The transit that they're in, and Chiron is very sensitive, and Uranus is very no nonsense. So the two of them are going to clash a little bit. You may find that your patience is going to be tested. It's going to be easy to feel hurt and misunderstood. But if you allow this energy to help you, it could really help you to heal old pains and be free of them once and for all. Okay? It's never easy dealing with stuff that you just don't want to deal with, that you just want to pretend didn't happen, you've moved on from, blah, blah, blah. The truth is, if it's going to pop up, then you haven't moved on. And the best way to actually move on once or for all is to face it, deal with it, and let it go. And that's how Uranus and Chiron can help you, because while I say that they have very opposing energies, these are the kind of energies that you can bring together, and they can work in your favor, okay? Because Uranus will give you a little bit of that rebellious, tough, I don't care attitude, while Chiron is going to help you to recognize how healing it can be to deal with pain and to use it to your advantage. That didn't come out quite right the way that I wanted it to. Obviously, pain is not to anybody's advantage, okay? But it is a part of life. And I think what this transit can help you do is find a way to get the best of whatever it is that happened, whatever it is that you're holding on to. Hold on to the best, use it for your good, and then let that Uranus attitude of, who needs you, I'm moving on, get rid of the rest of it for you, okay? So it's not ignoring it, it's dealing with it in as healthy a manner as possible, okay? And sometimes Uranus can be a very healthy kind of energy, and it may be just what you need to, if something pops up today, then definitely Uranus is the kind of energy that you need to deal with it. Here's the crystals that I'm going to be carrying with me this week. First of all, emerald. Emerald will help you take advantage of all of your resources at your disposal. This is what I was talking about before. A lot of times we get this, oh, I have to go it alone, I have all the energy, I have all the power, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you do. But you've also got a whole world, a whole universe filled with energy and with power. There's other people, there's other things. You could just tap into wherever the moon happens to be on a particular day and say, hey, can you help me out with something? Use all of your resources. Too often we ignore those resources that are at our disposal, and emerald can help you, can remind you that, you're not out there alone. There's a lot of stuff here for you to use, and emeralds can help you find the best use for it. Apache tear. All right, that's going to help you deal with any pain, any difficulties that arise, and turn them into something positive for yourself, because that is the point of it. You can't change what happened. You can't change how you felt, but you can change what you do with it going forward. And yes, feelings change, and you can change your feelings about a situation. That is absolutely possible, and you can make them more positive for yourself. That you do have control over. And finally, sodalite. Sodalite is going to help you to ask for what you want, to say what you want, and then go out there and get it for yourself. Don't forget to check out the weekly and daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a happy, magical, and a powerful week.